Forgot to start my video a minute ago. We're doing the puppets in Plan of Mischief duo here, 59 cleric for my buddy here. And we killed Jeb outside and I forgot to turn my video on. We tried to do this earlier, but we just started fighting the puppets because Paramedix thought that he had in the past done that and then killed a couple of them and then gone to kill Jeb later, but they despawned on us. So this time we're doing it this way. The way you're supposed to, I guess. We actually remembered to kill Jeb first. So we'll see how this goes. These things hit for like over 400, you can see. So even with the pet slowed, they're beating on him pretty good. And they are going to beat on me super good if they charm breaks. Wow, there's a lot of puppets, very clustered. Look at all those mobs just waiting to kill me. Yuck. I wonder if that other tribunal mob is going to stomp me as soon as I get summoned by this first one. I've heard that werewolf illusion makes them not kill on sight. I'll give it a try, if I have it. I don't think I do. I only have Boon of the Guru. I'll try Spirit Wolf, maybe that one works. Wow, these things have so many hit points. No, it must have to be werewolf. But I don't have werewolf illusion, and I'm not gonna get Boon of the Guru up, so hopefully if I get summoned I can just move out of the way before this tribunal that I'm conning right now smokes me for a couple of rounds. I guess I can try to mem Boon. So if charm breaks, what I need to do is just move away from the tribunal puppet before he kills me. And hopefully Paramedix can stun my pet while I rapture, move away before I get summoned again, rapture the tribunal puppet, and then mez and recharm my pet. And then blur everything, hopefully. Slow wore off. Didn't realize that was going to happen. I'm just going to try to recast Achiever slow for now. This is not good. If charm breaks when slow is gone, then not only is he going to beat my ass, but he's going to summon more rapidly. Well, no, I guess not. I guess it's still a 10-second cooldown. So, well, anyways, we'll make it work. Trying to face this direction, so if charm breaks, my pet's going to turn and hit me. As soon as the tribunal puppet's melee round is ready, he will summon me as well, and I'll just run straight away from him, assuming he doesn't bash me. God, this is a long ass fight, like a 4-minute fight to kill one mob. My pet's got VOG on him. With Boon, he'll have a little extra plus attack as well. It's the best I can do for him, though. probably should have gone into this with Boon of the Groove on me, which means that some of these mobs are kill on sight with you, and some of them aren't. So if you get close to them, they'll try to attack you. If I would have had Boon on, I wouldn't have gotten aggroed by the ones that normally are KOS, and then I think when I get, because they don't assist each other, so then I think if I got summoned on a Charm Break, this second Tribunal Puppet wouldn't be hitting me in the back. But I think because he's aggroed on me now, and it's going to be a while before I can get Boon up still. Wow, he is thrashing my pet. See, he's still killing sight. He doesn't look like he's aggroed. He hasn't turned to face me, but Tunari is. And these things must only, I think they're level 55, so, I'm sorry about the bad commentating. Because of the fact that I've never done this before, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just like intensely focused on the things, trying to be anyways. So, these guys are only level 55 according to the wiki, and they are blue cons, so they're not 60 anyways. They hit ridiculously hard, 415. But it doesn't look like they resist bad at all. So, like, in a way, they're not as hard as 22 is because, you know, he can resist like 7 times in a row. It gives you a lot more chance of charm wearing off before you get the enemy slowed. And Charm Break, when the enemy isn't slowed, is what kills me. So, even these guys, Paramedix thinks it's a guaranteed death if Charm Break's in here. But I think that once I have these mobs slowed, your Charm Break isn't going to kill me unless I get more than one of them attacking me at a time when I get summoned. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he's on top of his game, being very quick stunning my pet when Charm Breaks, because that'll leave me to just be able to rapture the mob. And if all I have to worry about is rapture, then we might be able to pull it off. Get my pet recharmed and everything. Tosh wore off a pet. So they're all rooted in place, these puppets, so as long as you're careful about your positioning and don't have bad luck with Charm Breaks, they're not so bad for a duo. But a Charm Break, it'll get ugly. What's going on here? I don't understand Paramedix sometimes. I feel like I don't know if English isn't his first language or if he just is distracted when he's playing or what. But sometimes there's like a huge delay in what he's trying to decide to do. Anyways. Unfortunately, they don't resist for shit though because they're only level 55. Go away, Inrook. Why you gotta be aggroed on me like that? I don't want to get hit in the back from it. He re-aggros right away. Shit. So if the Tribunal Puppet summons me, I'm gonna be getting whopped by unslowed mobs that hit for 415. Oh shit, I lost Symbol too. I don't want to die. I guess I have Mana to spare as long as Charm holds. Might as well be putting up as much. You know, I say that I'm not going to be putting up as much as I can because I'm doing room 3 instead of room 5, but whatever. This stuff does seem to have different max hits a little bit. The first 2 Tribunal Puppets hit 415. Looks like this one's max is 379. Maybe. I haven't seen him hit for 415 yet anyways. I think VOD wore off my pet. Gonna have to rehaste him and then re-slow. I forgot to use damage shield too. These things get so many hits over the course of a 4-minute fight that it's actually probably worth using. It's the first resist I've had on slow so far. So I'm trying to figure out how we can kill, the way we can kill the most of these as safely as possible. You know, if we were killing the Aerolisi puppet, Charm breaks, Aerolisi summons me, Inaruk, Ralos, Aerolisi, and my pet are all going to be beating on me, and I'm just going to get melted instantly because of these 415 double attacks, you know. So trying to space things out, hopefully. I mean, it's possible that Charm could break and I could actually get Rapture off before I get summoned, but it's not likely. Paramedics would have to be amazingly fast with the stun on my pet. And we'd have to get lucky on the swing timer for melee. I guess since this stuff doesn't resist a lot, I can throw out cripples too to try and help. I don't know how much of a difference it really makes and how hard they hit and how much the pet does, but it can't hurt, I guess. I got the mana for it. Yeah, looks like she only double attacks. Well, this is going pretty smoothly so far. Got a little lucky probably with the the pet breaking charm right after we'd killed one of these mobs. Although Tunari probably would have been the easiest one to handle a charm break on because she would have been the only one in melee reach of me when I get summoned. Whereas these other ones, these other mobs, when they go down, I think I'm going to have multiple things hitting me. And if I get doubled for 415 twice, and my pet hits me for a round, you know, I'm gonna die. I don't have heroism, it looks like. Yeah, this is going pretty well, though. I could give my pet... I think my pet is fairly close in level to these things. I might actually be able to give him real weapons, like Yakesha procs or something, to try and increase his damage, although life-tapping ones would probably be the most reliable. Kind of want to conserve my mana, not use a rune 5. Let's see how it goes. Famous last words, probably. I want to conserve mana. I'm not going to use my biggest rune when fighting this stuff that hits for 400. Pet hasn't procced in a long time. That's weird. There it goes. I don't know how the summons in here work, but I've been noticing, considering these things seem like they're aggroed on me, the summons are weird. I don't know. Does this stuff summon? I should be getting summoned the way I've been debuffing these things. My pet... I should have so much aggro, because these things are aggroed on me. So the Tosh is going to generate a huge amount of aggro. Like, it's not going to have a reduced aggro because of it, because it's an initial aggro. So Tosh should have huge aggro when I cast it on her. Then I slowed her, and then I sent my pet in. In the few swings it took him to get her down to 97%, I can't imagine that it produced enough threat that I shouldn't have been summoned. Kind of wondering if these guys summon. I'm about to find out. Yeah, they do. I mean, theoretically, if I were trying to be more careful about getting quadded by multiple mobs instantly when I get summoned, I could keep backing my pet off so that he keeps triggering Eurylice's summon. So that way, if a charm breaks, I might have... I don't know. I don't think it would work out better, though. The pet would end up getting hit by the extra mob every time he gets summoned and stuff, so probably wouldn't be a good idea. They're in such close proximity to each other that it's just a difficult thing to deal with, I guess. so slow on the stun. Like, he's gotta stun that thing. If he would have stunned it, we would have been okay, because I got away. My pet summoned me, which is weird. I thought I was sitting close. I should have been closer to him, I guess. If I would have been close enough to my pet, he wouldn't have summoned me. I would have gotten hit. I tried to just run straight away. Yeah, like I messed up because I should have been closer to my pet so that he didn't. All right, so we're done with this round. By the time we recover, we're not going to be able to fight any more of these puppets probably because I have to go get a pet. But anyway, I messed up by not being closer to my pet so that he didn't summon me. I managed to get away from like Aerolisi, and Relisec didn't hit me very hard. Right here is them. But because my pet was raping me fully hasted, and he never got stunned, I took way too much damage before, you know, if he would have been stunned right away, then I think we could have salvaged that. I think I could have got the Rapture off on Tunari after, or Aurelisi after she summoned me, and then I could have got my pet back under control and blurred her. So I'm bound back in here behind. That's not bad for a first go at this between the two of us. I'm bound back in here behind the puppet show. And, oh, so she's not KOS, Bristlebane's not KOS, Relisec is KOS. That's good thinking. I hadn't thought to wait to res. We'll try to mat up here quick. We've only used about a half an hour of this cycle. We've only used about a half an hour of the cycle here. We still have quite a while left to buff up meta, go snag a pet, and try to kill another couple of these puppets before they despawn. I'll skip Enlightenment for the sake of getting along a little quicker here. that's frustrating. We could have pulled that off. Oh well. I'm going to learn something new. Doesn't really matter. I always leave crap in my inventory slots so that I can leave it sitting in my corpse anyway, but kind of convenient to know. Oh, nice, nice. I'm gonna pull my corpse back around the corner actually, so that it's not out of my field of vision. I'm not clicking on it or anything. I've got my buffs up. I just need his, and then we'll get rolling here. Hopefully, I gotta go find a pet. He ran out of dots earlier, so we've been sharing my dots to make sure we have our symbols. That's an interesting note that just got brought up. Bugs and trying to keep beneficial bugs that benefit you specifically in place instead of reporting them. I don't think I've hardly ever come across something. I don't think. Maybe I'm not clever enough in the exploity kind of way. The tricks I use are just legitimate tricks. I've never really come across something that I thought was so broken that it needed to be bug reported, or if it was something that I thought should be bug reported, it already had been anyways. Maybe the only thing is that I can think of right now is Summon Companion working on charmed monsters. I haven't really researched it enough to know that it's not the way it's supposed to be. I think it is, but maybe I'll get around to it soon. But on that note about keeping things hidden as well, Save was worried when I was doing videos a while ago that I was revealing too many secrets and that it was going to cause our favorite spots to be overcrowded with people soloing. And I pointed out that even if you watch someone else do a lot of this stuff, Not to try and like build up my ego or anything, but it is fairly tricky to pull off, even if you've watched other people do it. Like, I think the majority of the reason I can pull off the things that I do is because I've been doing it for so long that I don't have to think about what I'm doing a lot of the time. It just kind of happens. And so it's a lot quicker, and I manage to save myself from nasty situations that should kill me. Also, it takes a lot of time and patience. So, like crawling into the back of Humming Stones East, even if I show it on a video and everybody can see how to do it, doesn't mean that people are going to decide that that's a good use of their time. And it seems like that's the way it goes because, um, even after all the videos I've shown, I don't run into very many people in the places. I mean, Howling Stones is busier now than it was 3 years ago before I started doing videos at all. But everything's busier than it was 3 years ago, I guess, so doesn't really prove anything. I need to figure out how to get the hell out of here. I seem to recall it being a long-ass ways back to the entrance from this area. I'll actually use this out pot. My last charge, if I want to recharge my pot. Oh, no. This one. Ho-hum, zipping along through Plain of Mischief. Trying to find a new pet. Good lord, I'm a long ways from where I want to be. I don't know how to get there other than doing this either. I don't want to take the time to look at a map or something. Well, we got another like 25 minutes or so still before the puppets that are in there are going to despawn. Oh, this takes me back to... Oh, sweet, I'm going to get my old pet after all. Or I could use a Grink. I'll try to calm these guys. Oh, I'm going to get my ass kicked if I fail it, though. Rearrange my spells here. I think my pet still has VOG. I'll keep it. No, I think he's good. Ooh, gotta rearrange these. That would have been bad. I need to sit nice and close to my pet, so that way he doesn't summon me this time when charm breaks. Because that just messes with my mojo. That little Rallosec puppet's kind of sweet, cheering on his buddies. Hey, you're gonna die. Hey. Forgot I wanted to cripple. Since they don't resist too much, and I have the mana for it, might as well. Well, I guess while I'm at it, I could just fucking go all out, right? Wonder if it'll make a noticeable difference in how hard she hits. Oh, this is the perfect opportunity for me to test Pet's mitigation by Warren AC and the effect of debuffs on NPCs. I bet every one of these guys is at the same level. Every one of them has the same max hit. I've got the same pet with the same cleric buffs. Oh, I'm going to have to go back at my logs and piece out which ones I think I only fought like the first 2 without cripple, maybe. Or maybe the first 3 without cripple, and then Tunari was the first one I crippled. I'll have to go back and see how much of a difference in the damage intervals and crap like that crippling this stuff made, if any. Nice. Now I'm excited. Nice. That's good. That's good shit. It'd be too. I haven't been consistent in my testing process, so I'm not going to be able to really tell too thoroughly. But I'll be able to go back and look at things a little bit, anyways. That's sweet. Good job, no man. Good thinking. Whoops. Not going to flirt around with casting a cripple right now also to see if that gets me summoned right away. I'll let my pet engage it a little bit before I charge in there. No, not charge in, throw a cripple. You can have all of the debuffs. Almost all of them. Not going to cast. The Enchanter Dot actually is a significant stat debuff as well. But I don't want this guy to be dotted because I need to rapture him. If charm breaks. If I get around to it, I'll test thoroughly on these guys. I'll test killing them with a vanilla pet without cripple, without insipid weakness. Then I'll test killing them with cripple and insipid weakness, and then I'll test killing them with my pet wearing like a full set of bandit armor or something, and see how much of a difference it makes in how well he takes damage. I haven't seen a 419 or a 415 in a while. Oh, bullshit, you asshole. You heard me, didn't you? But maybe the debuffs do have an effect on how often they hit. It seemed like they were hitting for 415 a lot more frequently up here. Like that. And now, you know, I can fill up my whole little bar here and not see a 415. That's pretty awesome. Maybe Cripple and Insipid Weakness are making a pretty big difference on these fights. Need another slow. I'm surprised he has trouble with Mark of Karn. I'm hardly having any resists on these things. We killed almost all the puppets. We still have a 21 minutes, 18-ish minutes or so. That is really strange that he's not able to stick Mark of Karn, but I'm able to land all my spells. He's only a level lower than I am. It wouldn't make sense that he would have those kinds of resists. Like any resists. Whoops. More drops. Relos is taking a long time to finally go down. Ooh, I forgot I wasn't supposed to cripple him yet. I got the mana for it, I'm gonna learn. I don't want to get summoned. What the hell's the Salazar puppet even doing? Looking in the wrong direction. Just got the coolest model. Paramedix isn't even sitting down, I guess. I guess the pet doesn't need a lot of healing. $80 mana is not even sitting at all. I guess I'm nearly full mana. I could stand up too. Might help me not get 415 to death. Uh-oh, there we go. Stun, stun, stun. Please stun it. Oh, shit. He doesn't rapture. That's some shit. I didn't know those guys were goddamn immune. Okay, well that changes. That doesn't make surviving a charm break that much more difficult. It just means we have to use a different strategy that I didn't know I needed to use ahead of time because I didn't know those guys were immune to mez. Okay. That's not so bad. We did pretty good in there. For whatever reason, he didn't like stun command. I asked him if he was sure he didn't want to use that earlier, but he likes having the cheaper ones loaded with faster recasts, I guess. So that's very curious that these guys... Oh, yeah, okay. That these guys are immune to rapture. Very interesting. I'm going to test. Test it here. Let's see what happens when I'm trying to cast these spells. Can't believe Rapture they're immune to Rapture, so they're immune to Mez, and therefore they must also be immune to stuns. To get more efficient at recruiting corps. Well, that's going to be it for this video because we're not going to be ready to fight them again right away here. They're going to, well, no, we're not going to have time to get ready again. We're going to res up and it'll be done. So, got to do the, my chair is squeaky. Got to do the video anyways and see what the fight looks like and deal with it a little bit. Kind of annoying that it's so hit or miss, you know. Although after our 2 wipes, I think I'm a little more confident in being able to survive charm break in the future. He just needs to be faster with a stun, especially if it's stun command, because it lasts so long. It would give me so much time to get my pet recharmed and blur the puppet. You know, I managed to run away from that one puppet summoning me like 3 different times, and that was with my pet having hit me a fair amount also. So there was lots of time. We had lots of wiggle room to survive that fight. We just needed to have the right strategy, which doesn't involve Rapture, because it doesn't work on these guys. So, alright. That's the other good camp in POM besides the Alice in Wonderland, which is more soloable. This is obviously not. But I might do one more video just to run around into the other places of the zone eventually, but that covers POM pretty much. And I'm going to spend some time up here, and then I'll branch out to go do some videos in on other dungeons that I haven't spent enough time in.